Hello and welcome to this tutorial. In this video tutorial, I will be telling you how to create list. Like you have seen sometimes in the report that we have some drill down of several values. So I will be showing you how to create that drill down, how to create that list using this selection screen in ABAP. So I will be writing the code and explaining you the meaning of each and every lines. So this is my one program, and we have to first define few variable here, and I will be explaining you about these variables later on. And I'm giving the type VRM ID, and these IDs will be used in a function module, so that's why we have to give the same type here. And now I will define a value for this. So the definition of three variable is done. Now I will define the parameters. Like in this case, I will define one parameter, and it is just as simple as what we have done in the previous tutorials. Suppose add Listbox, because if you are writing for Listbox, then you have to write Listbox, or you may write some length like visible length equal to suppose 10. Now we have to define the add selection output. Add selection screen output, and here we will actually define the actual values, what kind of list we want to create. So for that, suppose I am writing as first we have to define this param into country, because country is the actual name for this VRM ID. And now we will define the value. So my value is suppose 1. Then we have to define the text for this, and the text suppose I'm giving as USA. Then we have to append this this value into our list. So let me just have one key, then next time I will create the another key. So let me first call the function module that we have been waiting. So that function module is a SAP standard function module, which you should also use it in order to create the list box. And we have some exporting parameter here. So those are ID. So in the ID you have to give country, and another parameter is values. So this ID and values are the exporting parameter used in function module, and here you have to give list, and then you have to write start of selection. And in the start of selection, so here you have to define the output. You have to write that data. So in order to do that, so you have to write like and your variable is PARM. So that's it. So now we will activate this one. Okay, we see an error here, like list is not type of an internal table. So here we should write like so that it should solve the problem. Yes, now there is no error, and we will now execute this code. So here we can see that this parameter, we have one value USA. So if you click on it and you can execute, and we can find this key is 1. So similar to that one entry, we can add multiple entries here as well. So for that we just need to copy this particular data set, and suppose you want to write like key 2 with suppose Germany, and suppose one more value, suppose with key 3. You should always change the keys, that's important because it will identify the unique values. Then we will activate and we will execute this again, and we can see there are multiple entries in this, and so that's the way we can actually create multiple entries. So that's all about this tutorial, and in this way you can also create various lists from your end. Please comment below if you find any difficulty, and also please like the tutorial if you have liked it, and also look into the other tutorials. I have given the links in the video description, which would give you a lot of information about various modules in SAP. So thank you for watching.